Welcome to a very wet race here at Silverstone. We're here with the GGHQ community. It was such a fun race I wanted to share it with you all. We joined the action at the end of the formation lap. With all the grace of a well-practiced racing league, everyone manages to cross the start line without incident. Just about. It's lap 1 and I'm in 11th. I'm pretty happy with that as it's where I qualified and there was no incidents on the first corner, so here we go. We've got Harper right behind, showing off his hard livery by getting as close as possible to my rear end. The pack is still quite bunched up right now, so I'm primarily focused on not causing any accidents. We do get into some great racing shortly. The amount of spray on board also makes us feel extremely treacherous, and that's why it's so much fun. If you haven't tried a wet race, I definitely recommend it. It gives you a completely different experience, having no idea where you're going to get grip or not. You can see I'm so scared of each corner. We've lost a car in the background there, maybe 2 cars, making their own track layout at the back. Lap 2, I think everyone was trying to be sensible on lap 1 and miraculously no crashes ahead of me. But it looks like Harper wants to put some pressure on. I'm sticking to my strategy, slow and steady. It looks like a torpedo's been deployed behind me, giving me some extra breathing room. He's back on me, clearly taking fluent lessons in torpedo. He goes straight at the corner. Here we're coming into the aftermath of a shunt, and I think it's best we don't get too close to them. Fearing the wrath of the racing league director, he takes the whole league very seriously. He even named it after himself. There's a mandatory pit stop in this race, so I think let's get it in early, stop, and then I'll have a bit of clear track ahead of me. Right, we're racing from the back now, team. It's time to show the world how I can not crash into the wall for 30 minutes. Luckily, the walls are quite far away on Silverstone, so it should certainly help. You can't park there, sir. Hard, very hard. A couple of laps of just driving around and now making up positions as others take their pit stops. I'm not really sure about pit stop strategy. I'm sure I need a strategy team doing some real-time calculations on my behalf to see where I should stop, but I'm glad we do them because it does mix up the field through the race because people tend to stop at completely different times. Ahead I can smell the blood in the water we're swimming through as I see spray so far from the track. It must be an off. Unfortunately I was too far back to take advantage of this one. Let's see if it causes some cautious slow driving. Once I go off track it tends to stick with me for a few corners at least. I feel out of the flow of things. I don't know if it's my tyres get dirty or lose grip maybe. Yep, luckily I've kept gaining on the cars ahead. I can see an opportunity, so I decided to ditch the racing line entirely for fear that I would end up ploughing into the back of Roberts. I'm not quite sure how this worked out, but I've come out of T1 ahead. He's certainly not going to make it easy for me. I guess this affects everyone, but when I've got somebody following close behind me, I really struggled to get on pace. I think it's stage fright. This is an awesome little battle where we were racing so close together. I really thought I wouldn't be able to hold the position. You can see the insane amount of water being thrown up by the cars when you're trying to follow. I overshoot the corner just a little and he's back on me. Feels pretty relentless now. We're both given very wide space to avoid any contact. I don't know who's more afraid of who. It's been a great matchup, and I think honestly it's probably more difficult as the car following. Okay, I've managed to make it up to 6th position now from all the pit stops. This was so tense in the wet because you have to think even more than normal about how you can control the car. Unfortunately, Roberts overcooks it and oversteers off the track. Very fortunate for me though. So Atlas and Bosco have got into a little tangle and decided to go full English gentleman about it.
I'll let you have that spot back. Jay, turn it quick. Jay, turn it, go.
I'd love to see what's going on back there.
Oh, thanks, man.
Slow car ahead.
Let's get back to it. Oh,
Yeah, suckers.
oh no.
Being the ruthless car driver racing man that I am, I saw the gap and I saw it as a prime opportunity to make up some positions. It's a big off, I got far too eager about that overtake. After cutting the corner, I'd get my final warning on track limits. It seems ACC has been pretty lenient at my indiscretions. These guys are both better drivers than me, so I'm waiting for retribution, but can I hang on to the flag? So it was a 4th place finish for me. I was really happy with that. Hopefully if you've got this far, it's encouraged you to do some driving in the wet if you haven't already. It was great fun, and thanks to everyone from the GGHQ community. If you like this video, you might want to check out my recent experiences starting iRacing.